Hello everyone! Today I'll be showing you how to go from blonde with roots to this silver color. And here are the products you will need. First from the left is bleach powder. This tub is enough to do my roots 10 times, which is a pretty good deal. Second from the left is developers, aka peroxide. The higher the number means the peroxide is more concentrated. Next one is just conditioner, whose use I will explain later in the video. And of course we need a tube of silver color. So how exactly does hair become silver? If you have virgin black hair, first you need to bleach it to a pale yellow color. This process usually takes me 2 bleach sessions, maybe 3 sessions for people with thicker hair. When the base of the hair is light enough, we can then deposit silver pigment into the hair. Now let's begin. In the first bleaching session, we mix bleach powder and volume 30 developer at a 1:1 ratio. Adjust the amount until we have a liquidy paste consistency. I section my hair into thin layers for even application. I'm applying the bleach to the regrowth parts only, since the blonde parts doesn't need much color lifting. Now this part is important. Make sure to apply the bleach 1 centimeter away from the scalp. Bleach works super fast when it's near the high temperature of your scalp, and the paste will actually slide toward the scalp as it's working. So this way we avoid bleach burning your scalp, and avoid the roots lifting faster than the rest of your hair. For my shaved size, there's no way to avoid getting bleach on my scalp, so I'm just going to endure the pain. For the back of my head, I use 2 mirrors to see what I'm doing. Use the tail of the brush to help you section hair. When you're done applying bleach, incubate your hair in a shower cap and use a hair dryer to keep it warm. Because bleach works so fast near your scalp, we want to use the hair dryer to heat up the rest of the hair so that the bleach works at the same rate everywhere. After incubating for 20 minutes, wash and blow dry. Then we can begin the second bleaching session. Again, I mixed bleach powder and volume 30 developer at a 1:1 ratio and applied it to the same sections of hair as before. Apply 1 centimeter away from the scalp as usual and incubate. While we're waiting, we'll make a mixture for the blonde parts of the hair. It has already been bleached before, so we just want to lift out some of the residue pigment. You can skip this part if your hair has not been previously bleached. We want to make a weaker bleach for this. We mix bleach powder and volume 20 developer at a 1:1 ratio, but I substituted volume 20 developer with half volume 10 and half volume 30. Now we dilute the bleach powder with tons of conditioner to further weaken this power, since we really only want to lighten a little bit. At 5 minutes before you're done the second bleaching session, slap on the weak bleach on the rest of your hair. The application doesn't need to be precise at all, because the conditioner in there is self-spreading. Now just finish incubating that 5 minutes, then rinse and dry. Now your hair should be an even pale yellow. And now we're on the final step. We deposit silver pigment into the pale base. Again, the application doesn't have to be precise. It's totally okay to let it touch your scalp. In my case, I'm using an oxidative silver dye. That is, you have to mix it with peroxide to activate it. Alternatively, you can use a semi-permanent dye, which doesn't require mixing with peroxide. Incubate it for 15 to 30 minutes, or whatever the product's instructions say. Rinse and dry, and you're finally done. Here's the whole process in summary. From virgin black hair, you bleach 2 times to get to a pale yellow color. For previously bleached and dyed hair, use a weak bleach mixture to slightly lift the color, which you can do simultaneously with the last 5 minutes of the second bleach session. Then lastly, deposit silver pigment altogether. If you want to guarantee a good result, here are some points to remember. 1. Apply bleach 1 cm away from your scalp. 2. Section your hair into meticulous layers for bleach application. 3. Incubate to keep the bleach working at the same rate at all parts of the hair. And lastly, make sure you have an even pale yellow base before you deposit the silver. If the hair has an orange tinge, the silver dye will not show up as silver, but only ash blonde. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and best of luck to your hair adventures.